So I've gone back and forth how many times on whether I'm going to get a two-stroke?
Today or
Oh, just today?
since we've been filming to this.
Yeah.
in the last hour?
No, I mean, I've gone back and forth on the two-stroke. I think I've decided and then undecided probably 20 times. Like, I'm going to get it. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
And then I go down and I'm like, okay, yes, sign me up. And I'm like, oh, no, never mind. And yes, I do want it. Call him up. When's it coming? Oh, maybe I don't. But I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the two-stroke.
So what made you finally decide to go for it?
I decided to finally go for it. And I will say, first, I will give my reservations why I've resisted. Because, first of all, I've always ridden four-strokes. And like this bike behind me, like everyone tells me, especially Courtney, I mean, you would know, you have the same bike and you know, have ridden two-strokes, have a two-stroke, and you're just telling me like this bike is just too hard for what we do for this. And it's just, I kind of want, it's one of those things where it's just like everybody can't be wrong. Like it, even though I feel completely satisfied with this motorcycle, I love it. Really love it.
But you don't know the flip side of it.
Yep, that's right.
So what makes it so hard to ride? The tight, technical, rock climby stuff.
Really, the only complaint I have about this bike is the first gear's too tall for what we do.
Yeah, so
It's
you're just
too tall.
feathering it.
So I'm on the clutch all the time, even when I don't want to be. Even when you're going a little bit faster, you're still on the clutch.
Yeah.
So it feels like I'm just abusing it all the time.
Clake.
Well, that's that.
and it's not though, but it's not even the pull of the clutch. Like it's not a hard.
No, I know
After
what you
putting
mean.
that Magurk on there, it's not a hard pull.
No,
or
when
anything.
It's just
No,
you
from-
can't
it's
leave
just
your hand
constant.
off. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to just constantly
yeah,
feather
from the
it.
factory, the clutch pull on this thing is
It was. I didn't
Laughable.
like it.
Which is why I put a different clutch on mine and why you did yours
Yeah.
as well, is because you have to pull it so often doing the technical stuff.
well,
hill
especially
climbing.
being a four-stroke.
Yeah.
Because it's more about the clutch. I mean, because you got power for days. It's
Yeah.
just
You gotta put the power to the ground. where
Yeah.
it can
Yeah.
Be used.
okay. So one
You
thing
can't
that
go slow with it, otherwise it'll just stall out.
so I will say one thing that I'm looking forward to with the two-stroke is being able to get the front wheel off the ground without having to lunge. Like you said, this bike, the first gear is too tall, right? So if you need to get weight off that front wheel, you have to like dump the clutch.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And so, but with this bike, what that means is that to get the front wheel off the ground, you not only are going to get the front wheel off the ground, you are going to move the bike forward.
Right.
Like you're going to have to. But on those two strokes, it seems like that's much more of a lighter machine, and so they're able to just grunt the front wheel up, and it's more of like a finesse and less of like a bulldozer.
Kinda. So on this, when we get in the gnarly stuff, I'm having to keep my RPMs up so high all the time, keep feathering that clutch to keep it going without stalling,
Yep.
because it wants to stall all the time. So you get in that gnarly stuff, and you're just revving it out, and then it's creating a lot of heat. And the bike, I mean, we both put fans on. It's still starting to overheat all the time. It's just where that two-stroke, that power delivery, that low-end grunt, having such a low first gear. I mean, I didn't even, you saw me go up that hard part on Pritchett without a clutch. McCord's clutch went out, and I was able to do it, just drop it into first gear and just motor that thing on up and out. And I don't think I could do that on the Ford. In fact, I couldn't even, without a clutch on this, I don't even think I can get it going.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the lower weight. I'm looking forward to I mean, that's the thing. Like, this is just a motocross bike with the big tank and an
It's
18-inch
not
wheel.
even that big of a tank, too. That's the
Well, I mean, okay. But
Like a half gallon
bigger
extra
than a
or
moto.
something.
Bigger than a moto.
bigger than the moto, but everything else is pretty much the same.
It's just
as
a
the moto.
motocross bike, and it was just meant to go fast.
Oh, desert racing, this would be like, it's killer.
Yeah.
But for what we've been getting into lately,
Yeah, which we've been wanting to do more and have been doing more of.
hard enduro type stuff.
Hard.
Steep climbs, really rocky. You have to have that really low end drive.
So I'm gonna do it. I actually committed myself today by ordering a pipe.
There you go.
So now
You can always return it.
I have
Just
to.
saying.
I can't.
Not with turkey.
I don't speak.
Yeah.
I don't speak Turkish.
No?
I do.
You have Google Translate then.
do?
What do you, it's not, is it in my beard?
I thought maybe
Your-
you
your
keep
cheat
your
note.
Arabic in there. That's
Bin Laden.
racial appropriation. So, all right. So just look forward to that in a future video. I'm going to be unveiling that. I'm super excited, but I'm tired of waiting.
So you're getting the KTM, right? Or is it the Husqvarna?
Or was it the gas?
Or was it the Huffy?
You're going Austrian for sure. Oh,
Yeah.
that Huffy was a pig.
Yeah, but it came with the streamers and
He,
the little cards for
he
the
pulls
spokes.
the streamers right off.
Oh.
Right at first, he gets rid of the streamers and fresh.
How
he
could
buys
you?
aftermarket fresh streamers. So then when he
Oh.
sells it, it's got good.
Apparently they're not good enough, huh?